Jewell Loyd makes feelings clear on Aces trade amid third WNBA championship parade. Under the bright lights of Toshiba Plaza outside T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas celebrated another title. With all three championship trophies on display, owner Mark Davis declared, "We're back. Las Vegas, we are world champions." But amid a celebration led by Aya Wilson, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray, it was Jewell Loyd who stole the spotlight. In her first parade since joining the Aces, the former Seattle guard opened up about the emotional toll of leaving the only franchise she'd ever known. Emotionally, Loyd was still searching for words to describe what winning in her first season with Las Vegas meant. "Now this is a parade. I've had some before, but this one hits a little different. Oh man, what do I say up here?" she said, smiling through it all. The past year had tested her. The trade backlash, the doubts, the questions about whether she could still lead after 9 years in Seattle. But as she grabbed the mic, Loyd made sure to answer all those doubts. "You know, I asked for a trade. Things were really strange up there. I got a call and had no idea where I was going. Then, a couple of hours later, they told me, 'You're going to Vegas,'" Loyd recalled, which also reminded her later years with Seattle. Athletes don't mind criticism because it is part of their job. But when the same reaches the family, they don't play with it, even if it means putting aside a decade of memories. "A lot was said about my family, about me, my character, and my leadership. They even told me I'd never win again." Hold on. Today, Jewell Loyd stands as part of the Aces' history, a franchise that has captured 3 championships in the past 4 years. For her, the victory carries a personal edge. The Aces eliminated her former team, the Seattle Storm, 2-1 in the first round. Loyd posted 14, 13, and 5 points across the 3 games, watching her old squad exit early from the playoffs. It isn't just a sudden turnaround for the number 24 because it's in the Aces' DNA. The team entered the playoffs on a 16-game win streak, recovering from a 14-14 record earlier in the season. Loyd played all 44 games, starting 25 and averaged 11.2 points per game. But what pushed her out of her comfort zone, even after 9 seasons and 2 championships with the Seattle Storm? Beyond the ugly storm, Loyd chose to rise in Las Vegas. Loyd was drafted by the Seattle Storm as the number 1 overall pick in 2015 and immediately made an impact, earning Rookie of the Year honors. Her first championship came in her 3rd season. Also, the year before requesting a trade, she scored 939 points, underscoring her value to the roster. During her tenure in Seattle, Loyd scored more than 5,500 points. However, after her near-perfect stint, she later filed a complaint, alleging harassment and bullying by the Storm's coaching staff. Loyd's allegations rattled the Seattle franchise, leading to an immediate investigation that ultimately dismissed the claims as invalid. Undeterred, Jewell pressed forward with her request to leave. "At the start of everything, I told my agent, 'Just get me out,'" Loyd said, underscoring how determined she was to move on from a situation that had reached its limit. But it wasn't a formal exit. Loyd chose to shame the entire Seattle franchise. "It physically, mentally, and emotionally cannot be worse than Seattle. I guarantee you. I would put my life savings on this. It can't be worse." She added, "I told her, agent, about certain teams for a potential trade, and I said, whatever works out. I trust you. Figure it out." Loyd moved to Las Vegas early this year with all smiles.